Stampers, this is Deb Valder, your Fun Stampers Journey coach, and today I'm going to tell you about some of our basics. And when I talk about the basics, I mean our stamps, our cardstocks, and our inks. You know that that is the basic core of any stamping project. So let me start with our stamps. I want to tell you that all of our stamps are made in the USA of high quality red rubber, and they're static cling mount, meaning you use them with a clear acrylic block. Now you know how much I love red rubber stamps, so this company was just absolutely made for me. Our stamps create one of the best impressions on the market, giving you a perfect crystal clear application on your cardstock. So let me just show you about our stamps. Our stamps come in a little case that looks like this, and they also come, when you take them out, onto it's like just a clear background. And then, like I said, they come with the red rubber, and on the back of it we have some indexing. So when you get your stamps, this is exactly the way you come. There's no mounting, there's no putting together. It is all done for you. Because the stamp has the indexing on the back, they cling to your red rubber or your clear blocks so wonderfully. Let me just grab a block here and show you what I mean. So our blocks also come with the grids, and I'll do a whole little video on our blocks, but our blocks have the grids put on them. What I like to do is I like to teach people that the little flower that's on the top, that's the top of your block. And then you have your letter down here in the right hand corner. If you're going to turn your block, so that you have it a different way, all you have to do is put the flower over here and the letter over here. You know, it doesn't sound like it's a lot, but when you are actually stamping with a stamp that doesn't have an index on it, this is a great way to do it. You know which is the top and which is the bottom. So when you go to stamp it and there's no image on the back, then you have the ability to just take and know exactly where it's like what is right side up and what is upside down. So this right here, let me just show you. You take your stamp, you take it off of your clear mat right here, and when you go to do that, the simplicity of this is to just line it up with your grids and stick it on. There is no cleaning of the blocks, there's no cleaning of the rubber, it just sticks. And the stick is very, very powerful, so they don't come off when you're inking and you're stamping. So those are our stamps. I just want to show you one that is not indexed. This is one that's not indexed, and I literally lined them up with the grid. So they're perfect, and you're going to see when I do this card how I did that. But you will probably get some unindexed ones, because as they're working through their inventory, they first came out Fun Stampers Journey without the indexing on the back, and as they improve, it's amazing. So now when you get one and it says new in the catalog, it's definitely going to be indexed. Is that not the most amazing thing? The other thing I love is that the image is exactly where the picture is on the back. So they're not like off-centered, or they're just perfect. You see? And everything is done for you. You just pick them up and take them out. So that's just one of our stamps. That's our stamps. So now I want to talk to you about our cardstock. It's 80-pound cardstock, and it's a perfect weight for creating cards and scrapbook layouts, and also for gift giving. Those 3D projects that we love to do. Most are smooth on both sides to create a crisp stamped image, and they're available in, this is the best part, 8.5 by 11, and every color comes in 12 by 12 sizes. And to ensure your projects are preserved, it is fade resistant, archival quality, acid free, and linen free. So hello scrapbookers, this is for you. So I just wanted to make sure that you knew that our cardstock was awesome. It comes in 44 different colors, and the palette is just simply gorgeous. When you have your cardstock, they put the colors so that they're graduating, just like, it's absolutely amazing. I just love the cardstock. I love the quality. It's just really good stuff. Okay, so 80-pound cardstock, best on the market. And I saved the best for last. These are our True Color Fusion ink pads. These ink pads are amazing. Our True Color Fusion ink pads represent an innovation in stamping ink technology. The unique hybrid inks eliminate all the confusion over what ink to use for what surface, because they work on everything and are non-solvent inks. Because the ink is created by fusing both pigment ink and dye ink, you get the fastest drying aspects of dye ink, but the true color of a pigment ink. They have no chalky residue and do not fade. They can be used on all types of material, including paper, fabric, wood, and acrylic, and become permanent when heat set on non-paper materials. So when I did a scarf, I used the True Color Fusion ink, and I just heat set it with my heat gun. It was amazing. These are the best ink pads I've ever used, and I'm not just saying that. I love, love, love these ink pads. When you open them up, they are a cloth pad, which I absolutely love. When you go to put them together, the color is on the base, and the color is on the top, so that you know what color goes with what. Can you tell somebody's already taken and putting the opposites on there? But it's a quick thing. You know right away that these are. I always take the ink to the stamp. It just works for me so much better, but that's a personal preference. So now that you have the basics to our inks, let's do this little card right here, and I'll show you what I mean by all of our fantastic products. So this is part of my calendar that I made, and I have shown you this before, but this is the one that I made for the calendar, and this is the one I made into a card that looks very similar. So let's get started on our card. We're going to start with the base right here of the leaves, or the stems. And what I did was, remember I told you that we have some stamps that aren't indexed, and I used this one specifically to show you. What I did was I lined them up perfectly. And what I do is I actually line them up. I take these, and I'm just going to take it off here and show you. That's this one right here. So what I do is I take all three of these, line them up on my cardstock exactly where I want them to go, and then what I do is I lay this down, my block, getting it straight, you know, centering my block top to bottom, side to side. I center it onto my paper, and what I'm doing with this one, because I already have these two on there, is I just lined up these two, and then I lined up that one. And then when you press it down, remember I told you that there is absolutely permanent, quick adhesion to your block. So I've got this one all set up. What I'm going to do is take and grab my cardstock. That's this piece right here. Okay, that's this piece right here. I'm going to just take my cardstock and I got the Fresh Forest for my stems. I'm going to just ink up the stems on my little piece right here and stamp them down. Okay, so now how did I line up the tops of them? So let's just do this. I'm going to take them off and just show you from beginning to end. Now remember, these do not have any indexing on them, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one, which is that one, and I'm going to lay it down wherever I want it to go. And then this one I'm going to lay over here. And then this one I'm going to lay right here. Now, when you see that, that's exactly the way the picture is. So I'm going to turn my block over, and again, because they are so wonderful as far as adhering, they're going to stick right to them. And the reason I turned my block around is, remember, I always have my flower on the top and I have my letter on the bottom. If I had to turn it so that I stamped this way, my flower would always be on the left, my letter would be on the right. That's something that I do just to make myself not go crazy. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going to lay this on here, and it's going to adhere to my block, and I'm ready to go. Okay? So now let's take one of my favorite colors. Now I'm not an orange person. I don't like orange, but I will tell you that this orange creamsicle, have you had an orange creamsicle? Love, love, love the creamsicle. Anyway, I love this color. So I'm going to take and just ink it up. And remember, everything is already lined up, so all I have to do is take this and line it up over my little stems, and we're good to go. Is that not the most awesome thing ever? Okay, now what I did was I also took a scrap piece of paper, because you know I love to use up my paper here. This is just a scrap piece. I stamped just the middle one, and see, the reason I had it that size is I just did not waste paper. I just inked up the little part right there. And then, because this stamp set has a matching framelit to go along with it, or a thin die, this thin die right here has all of the pieces that are in here, and it also has this is the stamp set that goes along with it. Now you'll notice that there are two circles that are the exact same size. That's because there are two circles for flowers. There's this one and there's this one. So all of those pieces have the dies to go along with it. And what I did was I just ran it through my die, and now we're ready to go. So now we're ready to put our card together. Oh no, we have to say our little words. Now remember, when we're stamping our words, here is one that is very super teeny tiny. And this is one of our ATSs, remember? Our artist trading stamps. Artist trading stamps are all in the back of the book. They are peppered throughout the catalog, but if you want to see them all together, they're in the back of the book. It's amazing. You can get them free as a hostess, or you can buy them for $7.95. This pack right here has 19 stamps in it for $7.95, and they are the cutest little stamps ever. And I leave the outside on them because I like to know if I'm missing one. But look at the images on here. They are just absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous and very detailed, and they stamp beautifully because remember, we're using our red rubber. So let's take some more of our Fresh Fusion, or our Fresh Forest, and we're going to just ink it up very lightly and stamp it down very lightly. And there are our words. Okay, so now everything is stamped. We're going to take now and put our card together. It's just the fun pieces going together. So here's my card base. All the directions and the product and everything will be on my blog. So don't worry about worry about writing everything down. I'm just going to take, you know me, I always cut out the inside, and I did this with the rectangles. This is my rectangle set, and I used the third one down. It's perfect for this size card. So it's not the first cutting one, it's not the first perforation one, it's the third cutting one in from the edge. So now what I'm going to do is just take my adhesive, and I do this in the middle in case it goes out, and then all of the adhesive is going to be covered underneath my card. So I'm just going to line this up. Oops, we've got some little hangovers here. Okay, so we're just going to line this up, and next is this piece right here. And this is such fantastic glue. You don't need a whole lot. People that kind of go crazy on it, you know, you're just kind of wasting your own money there. So I'm just trying to save you a little bit of money. And I did not center that one, so I'll take that off afterwards and just center it a little bit better. Okay, so now we have everything on here. I'm going to take one of our foam squares, and I'm going to decide whether I want one of the small foam squares or one of the large foam squares. And for this one, I think I might just use one large one. So I love the different sizes in our foam squares, but I'm just going to take this one, lay it on here like this, and we're almost done. Alrighty, the next thing I want to do is to add my glitter. And I'm going to use my sparkle dust. My sparkle dust is just amazing. And I'm going to use my Journey Craft glue. I've told you this before. If there's nothing else that you buy in our catalog, you need to buy this Journey Craft glue. It never, ever, ever gets clogged at the end. Well, I say that, and I hope yours doesn't, but mine never does. It is so precise. I just start it in the corner and just kind of spread it along. There is a fat end and a skinny end. I don't think I've ever used the fat end. I just like to be very precise and know what I'm doing. So, look at that. There's no squish, there's no blobs, and it never gets on the outside. We just used this in my club last night. Every person used it, and there's still no sticky on the outside. It is amazing. If you buy nothing else, you do want to buy that Journey Craft glue. It is awesome. Now I just need to pour on my my sparkle dust. Don't you love these names? Love, 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 love. Creamsicle, sparkle dust. It's so much fun. All right, so there we go. We're going to just tap that off, and almost done. The last piece that we have for this is my little pearls, and these are the Journey pearls. Okay, I'm going to take my Journey tool, my little bloom tool. Hang on. We're going to take my bloom tool and just add 2 of my pearls. So I'm going to grab this one to put right here in the middle. They come in 2 sizes, no waste. And then I'm going to take this one right here. Now remember I told you about our inks and how awesomely awesome they are? Well, what I like to do, and you probably can see this little red spot right here, what I do is I take and you put on my Journey tool, I will take and put a pearl, I will smoosh it into my ink, and then I heat set it, and I have every color, 44 colors of pearls. So they're just amazing. So that's why that little red blob is there. I just actually took and put it right into my ink. It was amazing. So anyway, this is my post for today. It's all about the basics. So it's going to go under the product review if you ever need to see it again. This is my card for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care and have a great day.